Ubuntu, Ubuntu, which forms ethos of who we are as South Africans. Now, back to court. She is now in court. Again, questions are raised within the group. Where are you attending court? She doesn't want to tell us. Who is the attorney on record? She does not want to tell us. Why are you not telling us who the attorney on record is? Because remember, she must then, when she's making updates, she needs to come and say, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lesego. Thank you for your donations. With the money raised, I've been able to get legal assistance. And I believe that this legal assistance will be able to push me from point A to point B. At this time, I am asking you as the public for privacy while I try and get this matter expedited so that we may get the order for exhumation, confirmed dates, and etc. That is not the message that you guys are receiving out there. The message you are receiving is that she's waiting for the process. She is in court. This is an urgent matter. We are happy with that. However, again, might I add, there is the collective and there is the public in general. The collective forms part of what I have called her army, her people, her foot soldiers. That is the collective. Unfortunately, people read that, obviously, in a context that was malicious, which I'm okay with the fact that it was spread out, that particular screenshot, with an intention of being malicious. Now, when she comes on the same Instagram and says to the public, she requests privacy, our expectation at that time is that because she has a publicist, she will remove herself from social media and engaging with people. That is where now the problem comes in. You are a grieving mother. You are in and out of court, back and forth with lawyers. Leave social media. The fact that people know what has happened is things that you can divert their attention to your publicist. Your publicist can have access to your social media and deal with this case. As she has said, it is a big case. It has a lot of intricacies to it. We don't want to miss anything. We don't want to misstep. We want this to be followed to the T. Again, the reason behind the collective, or my involvement as an independent person involved in this. Now, we are seeing an escalation. We are picking up an escalation of posts on social media. Posts. Remember, at this time, the group is asking the same question again. Days are going by. We are even using our resources to get legal counsel for her outside of the money that was raised. Meaning we are even using our own resources. We are calling her. We are pleading with her. This is outside of the chats, by the way. We are putting her in calls. She's listening. We are involving other senior counsels. We are getting advice from other lawyers because we believe we are assisting her. She does not take the assistance of even the senior counsels that we are getting for her. Because remember, our worry is that this case is taking long. This case is dragging its feet. We need to assist this girl because she has only one cry. Give me my baby. Give me my baby. Now we are saying, where are you? How far are you? I want to put it to you. We didn't know the courts she was going to. To date, we still don't know the attorneys on record. To date, we have no possession and no understanding of whatever it is that took place. We also know because she would come back and tell us that she's frustrated, that things are slow. And we would come back to her and say, they are slow because you are not allowing us to help you. They are slow because we are providing you with resources and you are refusing. As a matter of fact, one of the ladies in the group had gotten her legal assistance, a law firm based in Sandton, I believe, She did not call them. She did not pitch for a consultation. Now she's running the show on her own. The information that she's writing on social media is what we are also receiving. Now we are on the back end as the collective. We are wondering how. Then what's the purpose of us being your foot soldiers? What is the purpose of us possibly severing relationships over this? Putting our livelihoods at risk. Putting our lives at risk to stand in solidarity with you. Whenever we ask you for information, you don't say anything. Then we shouldn't have even had this WhatsApp group to begin with, because the purpose of the group is for us to run, to assist, to gain strength on your behalf, to do the work while you are fighting this big fight with this man that you have claimed is dangerous, has resources, and that you are afraid for your life. That is what the collective was all about. Now, after asking for the attorney of records, as I said, she did not disclose. And again, as I said, we wanted to support her. We wanted to know who her lawyers were. Someone, for Christ's sake, said, we knew who Zuma's lawyer is. We knew who Mandela's lawyer is. If we feel that your attorneys will get assistance, great. We are trying to band together to help you exhume your child as quick as possible. Because during the strike, and when we were sitting down, some that were lying prostrate on the carpet at that lady's house, you mentioned how scared you are, that there's a possibility that there's foul play, that your child has been killed, that this is a ritual killing. Now, we are concerned women. We are concerned mothers. We want to assist you to expedite this case, because you are saying you believe your father has killed your child. You are saying you believe your father has performed rituals on the lifeless body of your child, or on your child, leading to his death. Great. Now, this continues. Again, we say to her, Lesego, the reason why we want accountability as far as the allocation of funds is number one. And I would like to take you guys through it. And I hope you will work with me, because I'll be finishing in about 10 minutes or so, if God allows. One, when you go to the public and you write something like, keep the donations coming, you are essentially saying to the public, send me money. And while the amounts are in your account, and even if we have had chats in the group where we wanted to involve a lawyer, because now this is big. It's no longer about a group of women putting funds together for a cause. We want things to be followed step by step properly. We asked, we need to get a lawyer involved. Her publicist said she will even get an accountant that will give us full record of whatever it is that has happened, where the monies went. And I will tell you why we wanted this. Nobody wanted money for their own gain. Nobody was controlling her and telling her to raise funds. Right? Nobody told her to raise funds for any other thing. The people that are assisting and the people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting to get clarity in order for them to add more to this cause need to be told how far we are. And the how far we are is not what you guys have on Instagram as means of communication. How far we are, or where she is the information as the collective that we would be in possession of. For example, if 100,000 is raised towards legal assistance, she would come back and say, ladies, from the 100,000, we have used 80,000 rands to pay for senior counsel for the lawyers to expedite this case. Therefore, after this, once we get an order to exhume the body, I'm going to need more assistance. Now this then becomes the time where us as the collective go back to the masses or our donors. And we go back to our donors that we have called and asked monies from outside of the Instagram community. There's already donors we've identified. There's institutions and businesses we have identified that we want to assist her. So when she comes back and says, I've used this much towards the lawyers, we say, okay, now that the exhumation order is out, we understand that you wanted private pathology. How much are we looking at? She would say, guys, private pathology, we are looking at an additional 100,000 rands. And that is where Rona, as the collective again, we go. We raise what? The monies. Remember, she is still at the legal level, dealing with senior counsel that your monies have raised for her to get. Now, we are at phase 2 of this, which is the exhumation. It needs money. Runa is the collective. She will ask you guys openly on Instagram. We go to our donors and look for monies. We go to institutions, we go to businesses to get donations for the process of her getting her private pathology report as she had wanted. She wanted to get an autopsy done on her child independently. That would cost money that we would again have to raise as the collective. Number 3, after that, she gets her results. She knows the true cause of death as far as her son was concerned. Mind you, conversations that we have had with her telephonically at the time, together with her sister, are as follows. You said that your child has died through a ritual killing. We hope that whatever you believe in, whether a sangoma, whether a priest, whether a prophet, a seer, whoever will be present to prove that indeed your child died through the ritual killing that you have said he died from. We hope you also have a priest that will be residing over the exhumation. Her response to us was, please don't tell me how to do things. My family has a way to do things. We said, whoops, okay, we were offering advice. Sharp. Now, back to exhumation. The child is exhumed. The child gets a private autopsy done. She gets the report. What is the next step? The next step now is the body of the child moving from the private pathology or autopsy people straight to the morgue, where the body will be prepared for the funeral. I want you guys again to follow me, because at the time there is an uproar in the group. Specific messages were omitted. Specific messages were not put out. There's so much information you are not aware of. There's so much information you did not see. What is out in public was strategically placed to create the malice that is going on social media today. For the women to have reached the position that they have reached, myself included, where we felt that now we are taken for a ride. People are making donations. We don't even know how far things are. We don't even know where things are. We don't know where to go. This is a big problem. Again, the public at large does not know. It is us that is in the group that is infighting. Again, writing in capital letters. Where is the money? Who is the lawyer? Which court are you going to? What do you need? You cannot suddenly turn and want to make this about you. You need to grieve and allow us to assist you. You need to grieve and allow us to be the women that are our sisters' keepers, to take care of this for you. Again, I repeat, I personally don't have a problem with the father of a child. I don't know him from a bar of soap. We questioned principle, we questioned Ubuntu in this case, which is why we assisted. Now, the questions come in. You are a grieving mother. Now, as a grieving mother who writes on social media that you are going through a tough time and you need privacy, we are not expecting you to go on social media and rant about the father of your child. If anything, because this is a fight of you getting the body of your child, we don't want you to go on social media and cuss at the father of your child, accuse the father of your child of things, write things about him, expose chats or whatever between you guys. That is not the time. In fact, we want you to just push I want my baby exhumed. Leave the brown envelopes. Leave that he is abusing me. Leave that he's a narcissist. We will have that conversation when the baby is exhumed and our boy is buried. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. That is where, for most of you that saw my screenshot, where I said, leave Instagram alone. This is your downfall. We are your people. We are your resources. Stop explaining yourself to Instagram people. Although there are supporters there, we appreciate. For someone that says you need privacy and is grieving, it's a bad look. It's wako Instagram. Because at this point, people don't know what is going on. Might as well you take the money and use it for whatever you want at this point. Because now, you're not being completely transparent, even to the Instagram people, that there is a large number of women that are supporting you, that are now fighting amongst themselves and fighting with you to do things according to the book. So that tomorrow, when another woman, atlhaba mogoshi, a re nthusheng, basadi ba kgona go ema ka maoto, ba sepele ba ile mo thusha. People will not be able to stand and assist another woman when she suffers or goes through the same plight as you have gone through. Because they will think, why? Like this girl spends half of a day talking about her baby dead. She's not really keeping us up to speed. She writes one thing about the case, 5 other things about her baby dead. We call her out for that. Remember, I am on the point of when the baby is exhumed. The baby is exhumed, gets the private autopsy done. Again, the accountability now is her coming back and saying, hi guys, the autopsy is done. I am not okay. I'm asking for space. Same thing that she's easily told you guys or written on Instagram and any other social platform. You know, guys, I'm grieving, yes, but I'm still on my toes. I'm fighting this case. This and this and this is happening. There's the burial of my child coming up. What's next? I can tell you now, there were funeral parlors that were willing to sponsor already. There's a lot of things that the women had put together as resources to assist once the child has been exhumed and the child is to be buried. I'll then get back to that at a later stage. Now, this time is when a lady comes in, enters the chat. My ladies will forgive me that we're in the group if I'm missing the events, that happened in their true chronological order. So a lady comes in. No, first, Botsi of Pazi B writes on the group, where we've advised Lesego, we have asked her to provide us with honest and true information so that should anyone be 10 steps ahead of her, or basically we wanted to be her watchers. We wanted to keep our eyes out on the things that she's probably not seeing. Because club, she wants to get her baby exhumed. We are her foot soldiers. We wanted to assist. Botsi of Bazibi, right on the group. I tried. We advised her. We spoke to her. We pleaded with her to tell us what's happening because of the order of how we had believed things would take place. And as per our agreement, the first day we all met as women after the march. Now, she recuses herself from this. Many of you saw her posted on Instagram that she's out. That was the truest reason why that lady left. I, together with other women, echo the same statements. I really know sharp because Rizamile, Dikent, Habatu Udwa, Habatu Butsiwa, Remukrela Tuso, Batubafona Barbamutusa, Anyaki, Arito Ring. What are we really doing in this group? Are we just raising money for you to do whatever you want and we can't account to donors? You can't account to the public? What is going on? Fine. That goes on. Let's leave that out. Back and forth within the group. Eventually, we are added back on the group. Hi guys, she will do better. She promises to communicate clearly to the group now. I will give you daily updates. So I want to dispel also the use of the word intricate details that she mentioned. We didn't want that. As I told you, what we wanted were the surface level details in order for us to run as a foot soldiers and assist her. Now, this time, she's evasive, she's secretive, members of the group are fighting, and the objective of this was to assist her from the beginning all the way till the end, which is post-burial, by the way, where we get her psychological help, where we get her therapy, where we get her counseling. Over and above that, should she feel that now she needs to get or open an organization with the baby of baby Kaone, or the name rather, this would have been, her footstool. She would use this as a stepping stone to start this foundation. This was never about us. It was about what we wanted for her. We understood that she was a grieving mother. Hence why we asked her to set aside her pride, set aside the need to compete and fight and say disparaging things about the father of a child. She could have done that later. Today, right now, at that moment, we were dealing with trying to exhume the body of her son. Now, she calls us. She tells us, this is at her instruction, remove, where am I? Yes, now, because this was an urgent order, days are going. What's the update? Doc, it's taking long. Now we are stressed for her. It's taking long. What do you need? No, I'm at the offices. You are overwhelming me. If you feel there is foul play. No. My lawyers said I shouldn't tell you who they are. How? Because if they are on record, we will see. Eventually, we will be able to get transcripts, see what happened. If maybe Norale can dive. My lawyer doesn't want you guys to know who they are. Again, leseho, the funds donated. She's evasive. Start saying she's uncomfortable telling us now. Listen, almost last week, no refund the screenshot to your net bank account, showing us how much you have. Anymore, how much you've raised. How will we know? At this stage, because we had even organized people to assist her to expedite this, when we say this, she answers us like that. When we say this, she answers us like that. Unfortunately, you are seeing our responses from an angry point of view. You are not getting that other side. Again, this is not about that. Then comes a woman. This woman, I think she chairs an organization called Shut Up and Ride. Right? Excuse me. This organization, Shut Up and Ride. She comes in and says, ladies, I would like for us, we call her boss lady, I would like for us to have a national march, because we can see, hore, somebody is dragging their feet. We are scared for Lesego. We need to really, really get the national march on this. Let's organize permits quickly with the city of Tshwane. We are meeting where? Hatfield. Tsepi posts, ladies are posting there. Is this poster working? We are saying no, remove the color, do this, do that. This is where we are meeting. From here, we are leaving the memorandum at the Special Crimes Office. Now, ting, 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 Richemile. I then write a note on the group to the publicist. Okay, what memorandum are we going to submit when we don't know the merits of the case? When we don't know what is happening? What will be written in the memorandum when we don't know which court Lesego is attending? When we don't know who her lawyers are? When we don't know what is happening? Which memorandum is this that will be served? The ladies are in agreement. Again, who is your lawyer? Which court are you going to? The important questions around the word accountability. We ask again. Memorandum wrong walang komofeng. Resa itse. Hore, how far are you? Resa itse. Hore ke department effing AAMing that has halted everything, that is making it impossible for you to get the exhumation order. Because when we submit that memorandum, it must have meat. It must have things that cannot be contested. But we can't write anything resa itse. Okay? Days go, I think a day or so, it's a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She's telling us, she will furnish us with information. People are saying, be kind. So this is not about, remember at the time, with the high emotions in the group, there's people that want to apply strategy and logic. And we want to afford her corner to grieve. Hence the use of me saying foot soldiers. We want to do this to assist her. While she's there, grieving, dealing with the courts, we are making the noise. Hey, we haven't forgotten. She needs the permit. She needs the exhumation date. Comes back, says, this is what's happening, provincial level or national level, SAPS, COCTA. That information is written on Instagram. She doesn't tell us. Shortly after that, she calls, requests that the publicist is removed from the group. How? Most, you said you trust the publicist. She's the one that's saying things on your behalf. Publicist ya tlusiwa mo groupung. Now she gets into the group. She says the publicist is a spy. Publicist is working for the camp her baby daddy. Oh, now we are saying, oh, Jesus, baby daddy has won. Oh, Nkosi yami, baby daddy has won. That's us at the time. We are scared for her. Yo, okay. What next? Now, the march has to be cancelled. Why are we cancelling the march? We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. And we don't know what's happening. So what are we marching about? Who are we going to give a memorandum to? Days are going. We don't have any legal documentation to assist us in the memorandum we will be putting together. So Rotwariwa Moscow City of Tshwane rona for marching without permits, arna memorandum, the march gets cancelled because of this hush-hush approach. Again, the questions go on and on and on and on. Where is the lawyer? Who is your lawyer? This thing is slow. Ejo, how pala ya free forum if I already happy? This is when the issue of Lesego, at least tell us what you did with the monies so that we tell people. Please. Lesego leaves the group. Completely leaves the group. She's grieving on Instagram. She's not okay on Instagram. We are stuck. We are confused again. Utswile. Ko grupu nya haye. All right. She's out of the group. Now, at this time, we are saying she showed us monies before. Now she's not showing us. Ene, re batla ho mo tsamaela ko pele. Or by the time she wants money, post-exhumation, we have the money. Burial, money. After funeral, money. So that if this is an organization that is to grow and become bigger, she's even able to assist other women. When she comes back,